Hello everyone and welcome back to Tavern Talk. Let's just continue where we left off. Alright. Hello, sir. You again? Me again. And who are you? Someone who wants a drink. What kind? Drink. Yes, I get it. Could you try being more specific? Not spoken heart won't taste it. Fine. Thank you. I guess we're making that again. There you go. A spoken heart just for you. Maybe it will help you find more words. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Might make me come back for more. Might not. Thank you. Enjoy. Charming. Okay. Night. Hello. Been fighting slimes? Careful, you'll step on my cape. Oh, shush. Greetings, travelers. How may I help you? Not another one of those empty babblers. Would you prefer a different line? Let's see. Hail and well met, adventurers. Would you like to try me drinks? No? That feels wrong somehow. Could try the one where you just serve drinks quietly. I'm fresh out of that one, sorry. Thought so. You're planning to try and peer into my backstory. Probably. Ugh. I'm warning you, I am very good at ignoring non-essential NPCs. Why are you ignoring me? Not ye, the innkeep. The innkeep is ignoring me? Not in the slightest. Don't worry too much about him. He's a tad quirky. I see. That thing on your shoulder, is it quirky too? What thing? Ah! My cape! Your cape? That's not his cape. That green fella on his shoulder is an ooze, or what's left of it. And yes, I know that it's a woman. And the rest of it is on you? Aye, pretty tough to clean off. May I ask how that happened? It just did. Maybe I can offer you two a drink in exchange for the story and your names? Yes, I love stories. Well then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. I'm Sir Alphonse Louis Frédéric Duquette de Sagne. It's long for Kyle. Kyle? Kyle. Well, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? Blood! Or if you're out, I would also settle for something that tastes like blood. Or looks like it. Red is my favorite color. I'll look for something with red in it. Hope that's fine. Some almost blood for you, sir. Oh, thank you very kindly. That looks delicious. It also tastes delicious, very alive. Maybe as a chaser, you could let me have a bite. No. Okay. And to whom may I offer the second drink? Refrost grip. Nice to meet. Yeah, skip. Just serve me something strong. Something that feels durable, tough like a mountain or the caves of One of those frosted lagoons looks close enough. Coming right up. Alright. There you go. A taste of just for you, valued customer number 2. Oh, are you hitting the placeholder text? Let me try. I see you are many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks. Just how I like it. So, Kyle, what about that ooze-filled story? Fine. Guess you've earned it. Alright, picture me deep in the mountain of Dulvermere, with my trusty axe and a good drink by my side. There I was, minding my own business, digging for the good stuff, you know. Hit a gold vein earlier, and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Had a real big old pile of gold. Then suddenly this big ooze comes along and slurp. Gone it was. This is a very boring story. Perhaps we could go looking for my cape now? It's nearly sunrise. And? The sun kills ye. Oh, right. Did that ooze also eat the cape? Yes. No. Oh. Anyways, I wouldn't call myself the best warrior, but when that ooze slurped me gold, I had to do something. So I took me shovel, and dug and hit, and dug and hit, until there was nothing left of the ooze anymore. Well, almost nothing. So, did you dig out your gold? Silly food, she dug out me. And guess what he was clinging on to? The gold? Oh yes, a big gold nugget should be enough to get me to Baruvia. And perhaps it can even get me a dandy new cape. I don't think so, Sunshine. We had a deal. Ah, we did? Please allow me to ask a question. What was that deal again? I get ye to Baruvia so ye can participate in your fancy vampire banquet, and in return I get the gold. But what about my cape? Where did you last see your cape? Don't even bother. It's a lost cause. We looked everywhere on our way here. Fought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And I started to wonder, where in his life did this man put his cape? Where everyone puts their cape. Do you know where I put me capes? Where? In a wardrobe. Oh. So you can wear it inside the wardrobe land? What? No. Kyle, maybe we could find someone to retrieve your cape for you. We could? Phenomenal. I could put out a quest for you, but for that we'd need a little more information. Good luck with that. First I'd need to know where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Strutt in Baruvia. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought Of course I cannot find it. The cape of invisibility is playing tricks on me. It's quite moody sometimes. Which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for flaunting your vampire status. Of course. Then what was the last vampire event you wore the cape to? My wedding. Your wedding? When I married my sweet Evelyn, I simply had to wear my most treasured cape to show how important she was to me. Evelyn, the vampiric Countess Evelyn, residing in Marrow Castle? That would be her. Congratulations. Are you still married? Of course not. I hate her. Every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted... Spit it out, leech. Oh. What? My cape. Ah, rats. Here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape. What now? That little, mean, vicious, beautiful beast. Her. That thief of thieves robbed me of my most precious possession. Wouldn't that be your heart? No. I had that taken out centuries ago. But my cape. I could never live without that. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn, how could you do this to me? I had trusted her with all I had. That's rough, buddy. Perhaps, innkeeper, that's your name, right? Sure. Do you think there's a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me? I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever set foot in her villa again. Yes, I think we can find such an adventurer. We're setting up that search right now. So, where could a brave adventurer find Marrow Castle? Deep past the abyss of dread, at the foot of a mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, towers the mansion of my dear Evelyn. Queen of darkness, temptress of men, flamenco champion of 1467. The right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with their life. But be wary, she bites. And she may be invisible now. Alright, I think I've got everything I need. I'll write up a quest for you. I'm sure you'll have your cape back in no time. I hope so. That reminds me. Not another cursed monologue. Innkeep, quickly. Another drink. I don't think I can make it through another tale of woe without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. There we go. Some liquid stamina for a valued guest. Let me try. You got it right again. I might even last till dayfall with this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No, I cannot drink now that I am consumed with thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Everything ails you. The whole way here you were complaining about having to walk. My bad form doesn't work like it used to. I'm out of practice and the slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. And my back is all itchy. By the dragons, could it be because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh, right. Innkeeper, do you have a drink to protect me from the sun? perchance something that would also moisturize my delicate skin? I'm afraid not. Oh. That reminds me, my Aunt Mathilda used to harness the power of a chimera saliva for sun protection. A chimera? A thing, beast made out of several animals. Got 3 heads and all, made by the dragons to guard Gaia. Likes to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware, I just didn't know its saliva could be so useful. If I only hadn't eaten that delectable bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves, I could have asked it for a sample of its saliva. I'm sure that would have gone over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Oh. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Miss Frostgrip, dear Ree, perhaps we can alter our deal. Oh, nay. Forget it. I ain't going. With nothing on me but a shovel and ooze scoop, I'd be no match for such a beast. No problem. I can make it another quest for my trusted board. And when will it be done? Tell me, when can I walk among mortals in the glistening sunlight once more? As soon as a fearless adventurer picks it up and succeeds, especially that part. Splendid! Did you hear that? A quest just for me. Let's leave it at 2. Stay innkeep. While we wait for someone to do his work for him, do you perhaps have a room or 2? Possibly a room without sunlight. Wouldn't want Snow White to go up in flames over here. Sure thing. I've got a couple of barred up rooms. You can stay there. How much? You can pay when you leave. Grand. Seems like they gave you more personality than usual. Keep it up. Maybe you'll become a real boy one day. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. You too, tasty creature. Okay. Right. Let's see. Deep in the Quag Mangrove resides a wyvern chimera. Its scales and claws are a valuable treasure to any alchemist, its saliva even more so. As it happens, a certain vampire may be able to use the rare saliva to produce a sunscreen so effective that even he could walk in broad daylight. Is there any adventurer or mouse brave enough to confront the beast, the chimera, not the vampire, and bring back a bucket of saliva? Okay. On a mild summer morning, a senile vampire came to look for his cape of invisibility at a wayfarer's inn. After steady questioning, the innkeeper uncovered that he lost his cape at his wedding, where his ex-wife, Countess Evelyn, stole it from him. She resides at the foot of the Witch's Wrath Peak. Venture to the peak and dare to retrieve the long-lost cape, but be aware she might be invisible. There you go, Andu. New friends and former enemies. My shipment of infusions finally arrived this morning. I now have access to some fey crystals and frozen pine cones. Together with Fable's phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have some time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. Alright. Oh, hello. Hey, Fable, you're back. So, innkeep, a drink for me and this lanky pal? It's good to see you too, Care. She meant to say please. Welcome back, Fable. You look alive. Thank you, I am. That seems like a given. I'm just happy to see them doing well, and with a friend. We ain't friends. We're not? So you two didn't form a party? No. Oh. Then what's the drink about? They may be very annoying, but they did just help me solve a family feud of 10 years. So I do owe them some of your dishwater at the very least. Family feud? I wouldn't call it a feud, more of a miscommunication. No, it was a feud. I feel like feud implies a certain level of hostility. I was gonna kill him. I thought that was a joke. Wasn't. Oh. But no one died? No. Elfie here was able to prevent that. It's Fable. Whatever. Does this perchance have something to do with your quest? It does. I stopped her from killing the werewolf. Elaborate, please? I was going to kill the werewolf. They stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? A lot? I think he's confused because the quest was to save the villagers from the werewolf. And now it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. Which I did, kind of. I also remember you saying you didn't want the quest, Care? I didn't. Was there by chance? They were both stealing sheep. Was not. Sure was. Adventuring don't pay what it used to. Do you steal other people's sheep? Mind your own business. How did any of this lead to a successful quest? Well, where do I start? How about at the beginning? Right. I was born on a half-crescent dreaming moon. Of the quest Fable. Right, the quest. Now, traveling there was no trouble. I know enough shortcuts to travel through the Ashen Grove swiftly. I reached the borders of Tregaron right around dusk. The Ashen Grove thins out around there, and you can catch a glimpse of the wide fields and vineyards, as well as one farm after the other. An idyllic sight, well, at least before sunset. Do you have trouble in the dark? Emotionally? Visually? A little. I mean, I reckon I can still see more than a human could, but darkness is darkness, and I am no owl. Thank gods. You're already weird enough. Imagine the damage you'd do if you could turn your head all the way around. Well, owls actually can't turn it all the way around. Who says I can't? Your anatomy? Just kidding. Anyway, luckily darkness doesn't affect my hearing. Not the normal kind. What? Nothing. Okay, I heard a creaking fence and footsteps that were failing at keeping quiet. Your ears are failing at being small. So I snuck closer and I saw a werewolf-esque shape picking up a tiny sheep.
I was petting it. Well, I thought she was going to eat it. So I summoned up all my courage and I stepped out of the shadows and I said, "Good evening, werewolf. Please put down the sheep." I didn't expect them to be entirely in their right mind, of course, but I wanted to be polite. And I thought it might confuse her, and maybe that would help calm her down. It confused me, all right. Who the heck sees a werewolf and the first thing they do is greet them? A polite person? Or an insane one? It worked, didn't it? 'Cause I ain't no werewolf. He wasn't that different. But I'm skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of a growl, the werewolf, or not werewolf, responded with a "what?" So the confusion plan had worked, but I hadn't really expected that response. So I said again, "Please put down the sheep." And she asked, "Why?" And I said, "Well, because stealing sheep isn't very nice." And she asked who I was. No, I asked, "Who are you, a guard?" I was about to introduce myself when we heard this blood-curdling howl. And it sounded like someone had ripped a hole into the fabric of reality and then pierced it with a horrid yell. Please, it was barely a bark. And it made the blood freeze in my veins. I heard panting and heavy footsteps, and I barely dared to turn around. You turned around immediately. And when I did, I stared into the twisted face of a werewolf, yellow gleaming eyes. Gleaming with jaundice. Sharp teeth, giant claws. He looked like he wanted to eat me right up. He did. But before I could beg for mercy, suddenly something rushed past me and lunged at the werewolf. When I regained my composure, Carolyn and the werewolf were on the ground, fighting tooth and nail.
And the sheep you were holding?
Obviously, I set it down at that point.
Good. So you went to Fable's aid?
No, that ain't it. I noticed the wolf's flannel rags. They were blue, checkered, had an uneven print. Just like the kind of stuff Uncle Dragon likes to wear, that old...
something.
Hey, why can't I say that? What the...
Youth protection. The age rating system is quite harsh.
Anyway, it was dressed just like Uncle Dragon, smelled like Uncle Dragon, fought like him too. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know. Haven't seen that old man in years, was coping about it by joking. That's the only way I can talk about him these days.
Because of the feud?
Yes. He used to be my favorite uncle, but then he changed. Became irritable and angry, distant, fought a lot with Uncle Fedor. Cared more about the moon than he did his own family. Eventually, he just left, ran away without a word, left us and Uncle Fedor behind, worried senseless. Until we found a letter saying not to look for him and all their savings missing. Swore I was gonna kill him if I ever saw him again. Always thought he just couldn't face up to his problems. Turns out his solution was just to get those problems as far away from everyone as possible. Idiot.
Did you talk it out with your fists?
I tried, but Elfie stopped me. I'm glad they did.
How did you figure that out?
Well, she was yelling at him. I didn't understand half of it, but I could tell she was angry and hurt. I tried to get their attention by telling them to stop, but they wouldn't listen, so I shot an arrow right next to both of their heads. My aim was a little shaky, so I did end up grazing Mr. Dragon's ear. But it got them to stop for long enough to start listening to me. I threatened them that if they didn't stop to talk, I would shoot them both. I would have never done that, of course. But they must have believed me because they actually stopped to listen.
Looked mighty scary there, little pal.
Thank you. I sat them down and did my best to be an insurmountable obstacle between them. If they wanted to fight, they would have to go through me.
That sounds rather dangerous.
Was. Wouldn't have stopped for them.
What?
You're the size of a stick. You think you could stop two angry wolves?
Oh, well, anyway. I used the opportunity to figure out what was going on. And that's how I found out about Mr. Dragon and Carolyn and the miscommunication.
Feud.
The feud, sure. Turns out that after Mr. Dragon was turned, he was too ashamed to admit it. But he couldn't stop the changes and ended up hurting all the people he cared about. That's no excuse, of course.
No, it ain't. If we had known, we'd have helped him best we could.
At the very least, would have built a sturdy shed with scratch-proof walls for full moons. He didn't think that would have happened, though. So he decided to fix the problem by leaving, deal with it alone, and so on. But that only made it worse. Of course, he was too embarrassed to come back, so he just focused on the whole werewolf thing and not any human things, or Vukakin things, so to speak. Trying to find a cure, trying to avoid the moon, trying to find a place to sleep, stealing sheep. That's something they have in common.
The sheep?
No, the stubbornness and the unwillingness to ask for help. But the sheep too. But they had to talk about it. That silent resentment wasn't good for either of them.
And you got them to do that.
The little stick is oddly persuasive. Had us talking about it before I even realized I didn't want to.
Maybe because you did want to.
Maybe.
How did it go?
Fine. We'll take some time to accept his apology. We'll have to see him change first and apologize to Uncle Fedor and the rest. But it was good to see him again. Guess a hug did feel better than a great sword in his gut.
Wonderful.
Of course, there's still the problem with the whole werewolf thing.
Idiot got so obsessed with the cure he still can barely control himself.
We helped him realize that even a cure couldn't change what he'd done. That he was to accept he's different now and learn how to live again. Of course, it won't be easy. No change ever is. I learned that from you. But we have a group of werewolves living near our settlement. A small community that enjoys the company of our warm trees. We play charades with them a lot, and they taught me about the phases of the 7 moons and the secrets of the moon signs.
That sounds like a bunch of...
It's real. You're a crescent moose. We introduced Mr. Dragon to them, and they promised they would take him in and help him deal with his lycanthropy.
That sounds great.
It is. It's a happy ending.
I wouldn't call it an ending, rather the beginning of something new.
So the end of one adventure is just the beginning of another one?
Exactly.
I like that.
So, after your heroic therapy session, you two decided to grab a drink together?
Got offered to spend the day at the settlement. But they don't serve anything strong enough for my tastes. Plus, Elfie was dying to get back here. Was talking about how they need to update you on everything nonstop. Would think they live here or something.
I had to report back about the quest.
I'm glad you did.
They also started crafting something with the werewolves. Said something about it being for you and keep.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's not finished yet, but I'll let you know, I promise.
That wasn't that hard, was it?
Well,
So, a drink. What can I offer you, Care?
Surprise me with something that fits my brawn. By which I mean, make me the usual. Strength never gets old.
Alright. Rise.
Not bad. You should do this professionally.
I'll think about it. Fable, what about you?
do you have something that'll calm me down? Maybe even bring some of my agility back? Like a swift strike back to my senses? I've had a stressful day, night, morning, a sequence of events.
There we go. Here you go.
Thank you. Wow, this is perfect.
You look tired. Have you considered sleep?
They look like they're going to pass out any second.
So do you.
Maybe sleep is a good idea. Carolyn, do you have a place to sleep?
I can sleep anywhere. It's a talent.
It's depressing. I have a room available. You can stay there.
Sounds good. How much?
I'll count it as payment for your help with the quest.
Fine. Later, Elfie.
See you later.
Are you heading home, Fable?
Yes, I've been gone for a whole day. I need to get back and make sure everything is still growing correctly.
Maybe take a nap first?
Yes, that too.
Did you enjoy your first quest?
I did. It was scary and different from what I expected. And I didn't know I was so good at pretending to be charming.
Have you considered that you weren't pretending? You did well, Fable.
Thank you. I hope that wasn't my only adventure.
I think this is just the beginning.
That would be nice. Do you think I'm going to save the world one day?
That's a very tall order.
You're right. I'm not cut out for that.
I didn't say that. I would just prefer it if the world didn't end.
Right.
But if it does, you're the first person I'd ask for help.
Maybe you should ask Carolyn first, but I'd be happy to be second.
We'll see.
Let's hope we won't. I like this world, and you have a point. We shouldn't hope for such a calamity. Even if it would make for a good song.
Or a sad one.
Or both. I'm going to head home now.
Do that. I'll stock up on quests for you.
I can't wait. See you soon.
See you soon. closer. But I am going to be ending this episode here. So you're going to have to wait once again for your drink. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye!